Today, I'm going to show you the single most important thing you need to understand if you want maximum traffic. It's just one very simple line. I call it the Vabrom line. So pay close attention as I show you how you can use my Vabrom line, a powerful HookLine Dynamic tool, to get all the traffic you could ever hope for. But first, I'm going to share 3 important statistics you need to know. Here's stat number 1. I'm sure you're already aware there is an explosion in content competing for attention online. But let's look at some specific numbers. Every day, there are over 2 million blog posts, 400 million tweets, 294 billion emails, and more than 52 million minutes of video created online. And with just 7 billion people on the planet, only half of those on the internet, that's a lot of noise. So how can you ever hope to cut through it? Well, the real secret to that is understanding something that took me about 3 years to figure out. The success of your business hinges on one thing: your hook line. The moment you really understand this, you'll find yourself cutting through all that noise like a lightsaber cutting through butter. It might sound impossible, but it's really not. I do it every day, and so do a lot of the people I teach. Not the lightsaber thing, the cutting through the noise part. And here's the most telling statistic that explains how I'm able to do it. This is stat number 2. 80% of people never make it past your hook line. So what's your hook line? It's that first line people see before they get to the rest of your content or messaging. So for blog posts, it's your title. For emails, it's your subject line. For paid ads like on Facebook, it's your ad line. And for sales funnels, it's your headline. And according to multiple sources, including Moz.com, about 8 out of 10 people will read the headline, but only 2 out of 10 will get past that. The same holds true for your blog post titles, your ad lines, your email subject lines. I mean, think about your own email open rates. How often are your subject lines compelling enough to motivate people to actually open them? Probably less than 20%, right? Don't feel bad, it's not just you. But that's not even the most important stat you need to know about. See, there's one more really big one. This is stat number 3, and it explains why this one Vabrom line can really change your business for the better as soon as you start applying it. According to Peter Coachley, co-founder of the viral media site Upworthy.com, traffic can increase by as much as 500% based solely on the headline. That's a 5x increase. And he's right. Numerous other sources confirm this stat as well, and I've seen the exact same thing with my own headlines and subject lines. Now, Coachley says the headline is our one chance to reach people who have a million other things that they're thinking about, who didn't wake up in the morning caring about whatever it is we want to share with them. And like that old adage says, the devil is in the details. And these stats prove the point. Your hook lines are the tiny hinge that swings the big door of online traffic. I mean, imagine getting 3, 4, 5 times more traffic than you're getting right now just by changing the way you use a handful of words. And when you understand these 6 very basic Vabrom words I'm about to share with you and what they represent inside of your hook lines, I predict you'll suddenly find yourself getting liked, friended, followed, subscribed to, and added to cart quicker than you may have imagined possible. These are the 6 words that consistently lead to attention and influence with your hook lines. They're what transformed me from invisible online to so visible that I have more business than I know what to do with sometimes. I know, good problem to have. Remember these 6 letters and the powerful word each of them represents. V, vision. A, anxieties. B, blame. R, reality. O, opinions. And M, monsters. These are my 6 Vabrom principles. Don't judge. I never claim to be a great namer. So let's see what happens when we put these 6 words into the one line I promised you at the beginning of this video. Ready? Here it is. Anyone will stop and pay attention if you help them manifest their vision, relieve their anxieties, remove their blame, escape their reality, validate their opinions, or defeat their monsters. One more time. Anyone will stop and pay attention if you help them manifest their vision, relieve their anxieties, remove their blame, escape their reality, validate their opinions, or defeat their monsters. This one line embodies the 6 most important principles I've discovered in the last 5 years of studying and testing irresistible hook lines. Now, in just a bit, we'll use my HookLine Dynamic app to create a couple of headlines that incorporate them. But first, let's take a look at a few real-world examples and see if you can guess which VABROM each of these is using. Here's one from ProBlogger. How to quit your job, move to paradise, and get paid to change the world. Which one do you think this plays into? Vision, anxiety, blame, reality, opinions, or monsters? What's your guess? If you said vision, you're correct. Isn't that a great vision? Quit your job, move to paradise, and get paid to change the world. Now, that's an awesome example of a hook line that would get your attention. You would notice that, right? That's the power of knowing your audience's vision. Next, this one's from Mommyish. 10 reasons men shouldn't be helping their wives with the housework. Which one is this? Vision, anxiety, blame, reality, opinions, or monsters? If you said opinions, you're right. This one validates an opinion that a segment of the population has. It would absolutely grab their attention, and it also grabbed the attention of people who don't agree with that opinion. So you can see how opinions work. Here's another one from HuffPost Healthy Living. So that's why your hangovers get worse as you get older. What's this one? If you said blame, you're correct. This one explains why it's not your fault. Your metabolism, your body, your liver enzymes change as you age. Let's go to the next one here from Huffington Post. The safest seat on a plane according to crash data. What's this hook line? Vision, anxiety, blame, reality, opinions, or monsters? This one removes anxieties. Let's do one more from Neil Patel's blog. Why successful people are douchebags. What's this one? If you said opinions, you got this one right. A lot of people have the opinion that successful people are douchebags, so this would grab their attention by validating their opinion about that. These examples all show how the VABROM principle works for blogs that get a lot of traffic and get noticed. The very best examples of these 6 principles in action are hiding in plain sight. Just take a look at the hook lines of your favorite online gurus or personalities. Look at the most successful ones, the ones you follow. I guarantee you can spot how they're using one or more of these 6 principles in the messaging that attracted you. But how about if instead of telling you, I show you? We're going to use the HookLine Dynamic tool to create a hook line based around these VABROM principles. So first, let's think about the VABROM V, helping manifest their vision. You can come up with your own for this, or you can go to HookLine Dynamic and click this little Get Ideas button right here. Then keep an eye out for whichever VABROM you want to use. So in this case, again, we're looking for vision. So the way this works is it'll ask you questions to walk you through coming up with hook lines that are focused on these attention-getting VABROMs. So step 1, what specific audience are you trying to hook? I'm going to put in mompreneurs and click Next Step. You can see here it walks you through questions. This is about online business growth. You can continue going through answering the questions. All right. When it comes to online business growth, one thing people should definitely do is, well, for this one, I'm going to put in try this new Instagram technique and continue clicking through. If you try this, you can triple your followers. All right, now it'll start giving you ideas. You can click Get a New Hook Line, and it'll go through and continue giving them. You need these 4 3-step online business growth methods. You just continue clicking through and looking for one that focuses on vision in this case. So I'm going to look through here, and I'm going to continue filling in the questions as I go. You can see here it's asking you bonus questions that will help you get even deeper into what your audience is thinking, what they're interested in, and really help make it easier for you to get these attention-grabbing hook lines created. So who do they resonate with? And let's see here. This online business growth lesson will cure you of all your false anxieties because you don't have a following yet. 10 best online business growth tips. You can see here, Online Business Growth 101, how to triple your followers even if you don't have a following yet. You can click Add to Save List to save these as you're going through. Here's a good one, 11 things no online business growth guru will tell you. So just continue adding these to your list, looking for the ones that really tie into vision. And you might be wondering, how does speaking to vision really grab their attention? Why would you focus on that one? Well, I'm guessing you probably have a story something like this one. I remember my 5th grade teacher telling me I could never be an astronaut because I had glasses. He discouraged me for what he believed to be my own good so that I would choose a more realistic vision for my life. Somehow we accept this kind of thing as normal. The system's goal is basically to turn us into cogs that perform a function inside the giant machine. And in the process, we're starved of belief in our own vision. It's sad, but the truth is, it leaves a wonderful opportunity for us to wake people back up to their vision. And the start of this is hooking their attention by speaking directly to that hope and desire. So that's how vision grabs people's attention. Let's continue going through here. And you can see it unlocks more bonus levels as we go. Like I said, we've only got time to cover a couple quick examples, but I want you to notice this specific bonus level because it ties into our second example. In Vabrom, it's the R. Now, R, if you'll remember, is helping them escape their reality. And bonus level 3 in the Get Ideas tool is a celebrity reference. So let's put one in here. Which celebrity figure or group will mompreneurs be most influenced by? I'm going to put in Ellen. And Ellen says or believes that everyone is on Instagram. All right. Now it'll come up with HookLine ideas for you that include that celebrity reference. So let's click through. How to triple your followers just like Ellen. Now, Ellen's got a lot of followers. That's something that would grab our attention, right? So you can click Add to Saved List, continue going through here. All right, and it will give you more and more ideas that you can use as hook lines to grab attention. And on the surface, entertainment may seem like a trivial thing. Why would we include Ellen in here? But when it comes to getting people to notice you, harnessing whatever it is that entertains your audience is arguably the most effective of these 6 principles. Not sure you agree? Then explain Hollywood. Explain YouTube viral videos. Explain binge watching our favorite Netflix series. When we know what'll help our audience escape the monotony of their reality, their favorite celebrities, songs, movies, books, what shocks, what disturbs, what excites them. When you begin harnessing those things within your hook lines, you'll watch as your numbers climb like a spider. Oh, creepy. Okay, watch your numbers climb really fast in a positive direction like some sort of non-creepy, fast-climbing spider something. Anyway, even though these principles may seem like common sense, they're anything but common practice, except among master influencers and business builders. It's time for you to jump through the giant window of opportunity created because most people aren't aware of these principles. So now, let's take a look at how we can use the main HookLine Dynamic app to get the most out of one of these. So you can see on my screen, the saved headlines are right here. What I can do is double click on one of these to load it into the HookLine Dynamic app. Now you can see it's put it into this right here, our main HookLine field, and if I click scan, it's going to come back with a score for this headline that's based on the 3 E's. It's based on how exciting are the words, how positive or negative emotionally are they, and how empowering are they, so that we can get an actual number score that we can work and improve to make this headline even better, so it'll really grab people's attention. So you can see here, there's our headline. It returned with a score of 6.2. Now this is on a scale of 1 to 10. Now another thing you can do with this tool, you can see as you mouse over these words, it will tell you specifically what each word scored and what the alternatives are. All right, so you can look through here. Now if you wanted to use a different word than guru, for example, you could click on leader and then scan again and see what comes up. See how that changes the score. You can see the score went up a little bit when we swapped out that word because that word is a stronger word. You can also go right here to this rank by, and this is one of the premium features in the tool, and you can base the score on your specific audience. So for me, I know my audience tends to be feminine. So I can go in here and look at this hook line for a feminine audience. And you can see it's at 6.2. So then I could go through and swap out words based on what feminine audience would most strongly react to. That allows me to really dial it in for specifically who I want to speak to and how I want them to feel. So I can go through here and figure out if I want this to be a really exciting headline, what are some more exciting words? Well, instead of things right here, but we might change it to something like secrets. And see how that affects this particular hook line. You can see it just went up from a 6.2 to a 6.8 because the word secrets, women react more strongly to. That's a more exciting word to women than the word things, right? So that's how this can help you to really create more attention-grabbing hook lines. Now you'll notice as you scroll down, there's some other features in here, but you get a full report for your hook line that you put in here that explains all of the reasons that you've got the score you do. So instead of just giving you some numbers and going, okay, here you go, figure the rest out, we put together a report that explains exactly why your score is what it is so that you understand it and you can continue to improve it. So if you look down here, we've got the 11 Secrets headline currently selected. You can see it's ranked for a feminine audience. Now as you go down, you learn more about it. So emotionally, 19% of the words are exciting. The strongest excitement word is secret. It's positive emotionally. It tells you how empowering this is, 22% empowering words, common words, and unknown words. So this helps you to really dial in what you want your audience to feel. As you go down, you'll see some other things. Under hook line characteristics, it tells you exactly why your hook line scored what it did. So bonuses that you got, we had a list in there, we had numbers that don't end in 0. You can see it's focused on the audience, you-centric. I don't have time to go through all the details here, but check the tool out, go through the report. You will learn a lot about how to get your audience's attention as you go through it. You can see it analyzes length, and it gives you a summary of really what did you do right and what can you do better with it to get your audience's attention, right? So that's some of the basics of how this report works so that you can, again, continue to create those attention-grabbing hook lines. And now you understand enough to use the HookLine Dynamic tool to come up with some really great starting hook lines.